Hey Mia, I'm taking a break at work and I'm in my car. So it's kind of dark, but I hope you don't mind. I hope you can hear me okay. So I'm gonna see how long this chapter is, and hopefully I can knock a chapter out real quick. Here's the book, Coraline. Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna speak up a little bit because hopefully you can hear me okay. Okay, so the very first page it says fairy tales are more than true, not because they tell us that dragons exist, but because they tell us that dragons can be beaten. Okay, Coraline. This is the artwork for the first page. I'm not sure what that is right there. Looks like that's Coraline walking into a room, and there's like a shadow of like a dog or something. Okay, chapter one. Coraline discovered the door a little while after they moved into the house. It was a very old house. It had an attic under the roof and a cellar under the ground and an overgrown garden with huge old trees in it. Coraline's family didn't own all of the house. It was too big for that. Instead, they owned part of it. There were other people who lived in the old house. Miss Spink and Miss Forcible lived in the flat below Coraline's on the ground. They were both old and round, and they lived in their flat with a number of aging Highland terriers who had names like Hamish and Andrew and Jock. Once upon a time Miss Spink and Miss Forcible had been actresses, and as Miss Spink told Coraline the first time she met her. "You see, Caroline," Miss Spink said, "getting Caroline getting okay, I get it. She called her Caroline, but it's actually Coraline. Okay, so she got her name wrong, so she's explaining. Both myself and Miss Forcible were famous actresses in our time. We trod the boards, lovey. Oh, don't let Hamish eat the fruitcake, or he'll be up all night with his tummy. It's Coraline, not Caroline," she corrected her. In the flat above Coraline's, under the roof, was a crazy old man with a big mustache. He told Coraline that he was training a mouse circus. He wouldn't let anyone see it. One day, little Coraline, when they are all ready, everyone in the whole world will see the wonders of my mouse circus. You ask me why you cannot see it now. Is that what you asked me? No, Coraline said quietly. I asked you not to call me Caroline. It's Coraline. That's kind of funny. The reason you cannot see the mouse circus, said the man upstairs, is that the mice are not ready yet. They have not rehearsed. Also, they refuse to play the songs I have written for them. All the songs I have written for the mice to play go oompa oompa, but the white mice will only play toodle-oodle, like that. I'm thinking of trying them on a different type of cheese. Coraline didn't think there was really a mouse circus. She thought the old man was probably making it up. The day after they moved in, Coraline went exploring. She explored the garden. It was a very big garden. At the very at the very back was an old tennis court, but no one in the house played tennis, and the fence around the court had holes in it, and the net had mostly rotted away. There was an old rose garden filled with stunted, fly-blown rose bushes. There was a rockery that was all rocks. There was a fairy ring made of squidgy brown toadstools, which smelled dreadful if you accidentally trod on them. There was also a well. On the first day Coraline's family moved in, Miss Spink and Miss Forcible made a point to telling Coraline how dangerous the well was, and they warned her to be sure she kept away from it. So Coraline set off to explore for it. Okay, so it just tells you the kind of person she is. Huh? Okay, so that she knew where it was. Ah. Oh, okay. So to keep away from it properly. Makes sense. She found it on the third day in an overgrown meadow beside the tennis court. Behind a clump of trees, a low brick circle almost hidden in the high grass. The well had been covered up by wooden boards to stop anyone falling in there. There was a small knot hole in one of the boards, and Coraline spent an afternoon dropping pebbles and acorns through the hole and waiting and counting until she heard the plop as it hit the water far below. Coraline also explored for animals. She found a hedgehog and a snakeskin, but no snake, and a rock that looked just like a frog, and a toad that looked just like a rock. That's weird. There was also a haughty black cat who sat on walls and tree stumps and watched her but slipped away if he ever wait. And I'm gonna read that again. Hold on. So there was a haughty black cat who sat on walls and tree stumps and watched her but slipped away if she ever went over to try to play with it. That was how she spent her first 2 weeks in the house, exploring the garden and the grounds. That's a pretty good intro, I think. Okay, darling. Well, I only had like a real quick break, so I gotta go back. But that was just a couple of pages. I'm gonna see if I could upload it. Hopefully, you get it tonight. Okay, Mama. I'll read the rest when I get home tonight. I love you so much.